Good afternoon to everyone. Dear students of Pharm Pharmaceutics, today we are going to discuss about formulating future, exploring the drug excipient interaction dispersion theory for the pharmaceutical development. It is dedicated for modern pharmaceutics, semester 1, course Pharm Pharmaceutics. Myself, Dr. Sankha Bhattacharya, Associate Professor, School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, Shirpur campus. So these are all the different contents which we are going to discuss. That is introduction, excipient interaction, stability testing, dispersion theory, pharmaceutical dispersion, large and small volume parentals, preformulation, formulation consideration for vaccines and biologicals, drug excipients interaction, different methods and different kinetic states we will be discussing. Basically, this is a first unit of the modern pharmaceutics, and we are discussing the outline of the particular subject. So, first of all, a warm welcome to this presentation to have a proper understanding for the improve the for pre-formulation concept to the new product development. Basically, the pre-formulation is a critical step to the drug development process that involve studying the physical and chemical property of the drug substances. By understanding the properties, we can develop safe, effective, and stable dosage form. In presentation, I will be covering the topics related to the pre-formulation, formulation development, including drug excipient interaction, stability, dispersion theory, and large and small volume parentals. So drug excipient interactions are critical aspect for the pre-formulations development. These interactions can improve the stability, viability, and efficacy of the drug. So understanding the kinetics, the way the drug will behave, the kinetics of and the stability, it is essential to perform the pre-formulation studies prior to develop the product, because it will also help you to rate at which the drug is getting deteriorated or disintegrated. But we also need to be identified. By studying the drug excipient interaction, we can establish the stability kinetics. Formulation can be designed, product stability and efficacy of the products can be established. So another aspect is the stability testing. Stability testing is a critical aspect of the formulation development of the pharmaceutical products. It's evolved the chemical and physical stability of the product and over the time period. There are several types of the stability testing. You might be knowing about the accelerated stability study, long-term stability study, and many others, which has been approved by the ICH guideline. Each type of this is have a unique application in pre-formulation development. For example, accelerated stability studies tests can be used to predict the long-term stability of the product, and shorter time while stress the testing can be identified to help you in to develop. So we can in the short time also by the stress testing we can identify that whether the product is stable or not, or the compatible products are having a proper compatibility or not. Another aspect which need to be overcome for outline that is the dispersion theory of the pharmaceutical dispersions. So this is, as I told you, this is a preliminary class, and it is all about the overview of the particular first unit of the modern pharmaceutic of the Pharm Pharmaceutics first semester. So dispersion theory, in that dispersion theory will be critically analyze the different type of emulsion, suspensions, self-emulsifying drug delivery system related to the concept, theories in the process of breaking down together particle into small into the more uniform mixture. So one of the theory is actually Brownian movement of theory. Another is a Stock-Einstein theory, which actually describes the relationship between particle and the viscosity. So due course of time, we will be learning about the entire process of the dispersion theories. Now, next is the large volume parentals. In the large volume parentals, the products require careful consideration of both the physiochemical property and formulation factors. Physiochemical factors including the route of administration, injection sites, reaction, potential toxicity, formulation factor including solubility, stability, and compatibility of the drugs is very essential. The manufacturing of the evolution process for the product involves the extensive formulation development. It includes selecting the appropriate excipient, optimization drug concentration, pH, ensuring the sterility of the pyrogenicity. Evaluation involved rigorous testing of the product quality and physical and chemical stability, purity, and potency. So therefore, the large volume parental is very, very indispensable to test, because you know that it is a parental preparation. The pyrogen test is one of the key evaluation tests. If it is not pyrogen free, or if the pathogens are there, definitely patient may die. Therefore, we need to give a specific emphasis towards the large volume parental evaluation tests. Large volume parental products require careful consideration of the both physiochemical as well as formulation factors. Physiochemical factors including the route of administrations, injection, reactions, and potential toxicity. Formulation factor including the solubility, stability, compatibility with both the ingredients we need to identify. The manufacture evaluation process of this process involves the extensive pre-formulation, development of this selection appropriate excipients, optimization of the drug concentration and pH, ensuring the sterility of and pyrogenicity. As I already told you, and reiterating the same thing, we need to emphasize all the evaluation tests for the large and small volume parentals. Preformulation for consideration for the vaccines. This is another important fact. Vaccine biological present unique challenges in preformulation development due to their complex nature. Unlike the small molecule drugs, which are chemically synthesized, vaccines are biologicals and typically developed for the living organisms. As a result, they can be highly sensitive and challenged. Formulations can be manufactured process, and vaccines biological require special storage handling. Stability testing critical development of the vaccine biological and this product must maintain the potency and efficacy of the drug and can be challenging, and therefore the complex issues need to be addressed. Stability tests can be identify the potential issues for the formulation manufacturing process, allowing the development of necessary adjustment as the product quality. So we have to be very much emphasize on the biological aspects of the product. Next is the drug excipient interaction, drug different methods and kinetics of the stability. So we will be emphasizing very keynote aspects of this because this is the grassroots of the pre-formulation. So we need to understand the different method and kinetics of the stability, kinetics and the stability of the products. So what are these drug excipient interactions? Drug excipient interactions refers to the chemical reactions that occurs between the drug and inactive ingredients or excipients in the pharmaceutical formulation. These interactions can affect the stability, efficacy, safety of the drug. For common excipients of the pharmaceutical formulation, as you know, there are many. One of such is fillers, binders, lubricants, preservative. For example, lactose is often used for the filling the tablets, while magnesium stearate is used for the lubricant. These excipients can interact with the drug molecule, and therefore the mechanisms such as hydrogen bonding, electrical interactions, electrostatic interaction, van der Waals force comes to the picture. We need to focus on these parameters as well. Drug excipient interactions can cause variety of the stability problems, including degradation, precipitation, change of the solubility. This includes the leads to the decrease of efficacy, even toxicity also of the drug. Therefore, we need to focus on the different interaction between the inactive ingredients as well as active ingredients per se the drug. Different methods for the studying excipients. We have to focus on the spectroscopical method techniques. Most commonly, we know about the UV visible spectroscopy, fluorescence spectroscopy, and other spectroscopy as well. Apart from this, there are one very sophisticatedly used technique is called as differential scanning calorimetry. Another is thermogravimetrical analysis, that is thermogravimetric TGA, need to be performed for the drug excipient interaction. These techniques can provide the information on the thermal stability of the interaction. And however they are destructive and require a large amount of the sample material, because after the sample runs, the sample will not be in the initial stage and it will be destroyed. Therefore, it is a large number of samples is need to be required. Apart from this, is another is your chromatographic techniques, where we can perform the liquid gas chromatography or liquid performing high performing liquid chromatography HPLC and gas chromatography. On the basis we can able to identify what type of chemical structure it will form, whether there is a formation of the any moieties or not. If it is not, then we can consider as this is actually stable in nature. Kinetics of the drug excipient interaction is a very important task, and it's referred to which this interaction occurs, and this is the important factor to consider. You might be knowing about the pH and excipient interaction that affect the kinetic reactions, and for example, increasing the temperature can accelerate the rate of interaction, which change the pH of the temperature, and therefore the studying the kinetics and drug interactions is it is a possible predictor to stability of the drug formulations. We need to showcase and identify the first order, zero order kinetics, or what type of reaction is taking place. We need to identify. So we have to see also certain amount of the case studies which were emphasized on the pharmaceutical companies are experiences an issue with the stability of the drug product. This analyzed the drug excipient interaction using the thermal analysis. Is was dissolved discovered that excipient used for the formulation was causing degradation of the drug molecule over time. By switching to different excipients with a better compatibility, the company was able to improve the stability of the drug product and ensure the quality. Another case involved the development of the new drug formulation with a pore soluble drug. Spectroscopical techniques we can use to identify the drug excipient interaction, optimization, improvement of the solubility and viability, which leads to more different product with the improved therapeutic outcomes. Dear student, this is the end of our understanding of the basic concept which we are going to go through in the first unit. In upcoming presentations, we will be learning about more in much more detail. This is just an overview of the first unit which we need to cover. I hope you have understood the basic concept of what are the things are essential for the pre-formulations. In upcoming days, we will be learning much more details about this technology, and it is very important whenever you go to the industry. And once again, thank you so much for bearing with me and understanding the concept of this thing. I hope you will be gaining good amount of the knowledge from this. Thank you all.